Well, Jen and I met twice, actually. So the first time was when I first moved here to Utah back in 2002. And we were both in the same ward together, young men, young women, so we got along pretty well then. She was kind of a quiet girl. The second time we met was last year.
He came to the ward for fall break.
I forgot my scriptures at Singles Ward, and I sat down next to her and asked if I could borrow hers.
Well, I really liked him a lot, but was too shy to admit anything about it.
Well, our first date was I took her to see the Saratov Approach, which, we went late night to a movie. I took her out to dinner. I believe I took her out to Applebee's that night, and we talked a little bit, reminisced about our own missions, and enjoyed the fact that we were neatly kidnapped on ours, and had a great time.
There was no awkward moments during our first date. We talked like old friends that were just catching up for a little bit, and we just talked like the whole time during dinner, and I just thought how much I really wanted him to ask me out on another date.
Our first kiss was pretty memorable. We had our first kiss in the celestial room of the Salt Lake Temple. Pretty awesome, not gonna lie.
We were just sitting there in the celestial room, and he leaned down and kissed me. It was just a simple kiss, but it was awesome.
So for Valentine's Day, I had decided to convince Jen that we were going to do it a week early because I apparently had to stay at school that upcoming week, but I might have bent the truth a little bit on that.
He and I celebrated our Valentine's Day a week early, and he made me dinner, and it was really sweet, and we had a good time. And then the next week on Valentine's Day, I was just at home with my mom and with my nephew Simon, and we were texting back and forth and everything, and then he sent me this random text. He's like, you know what, I think I might come up this weekend because it's a long weekend because of the President's Day holiday as well.
She was all happy about that, and she asked when I would get there, and I said, well, I'm already here, as I knocked on her door.
He had roses and a little stuffed animal and everything like that, and it was really, really sweet and very, very romantic.
Well, actually, it's kind of ironic today because it was a rainy day just like this.
He took me out to my favorite restaurant, which is Joe Morley's, and then we went to IFA, and he bought toy cows, which comes into the story a little bit later.
I took her out to a park up on Rose Canyon. I was going to take her out to, walk by the lake and see the geese and stuff, but unfortunately it turned into a downpour, so I found the nearest pavilion and just decided to propose there.
So he took a step back and pulled the ring out of his pocket and asked if I would be his wife, and I of course said yes, and I was so excited. And then his mom and sister came out, and they had been taking pictures.
I had kind of joked with her dad about providing a dowry, and we had negotiated a bit on the fact that I needed to get him 6 cows and then help him build a fence, and so I went to IFA and got him his 6 cows. He didn't specify what kind of cows he wanted. Well, Jen, marrying you, I consider myself the luckiest guy on earth. I've dated many people in my life, but you are by far the kindest, the smartest, and the most ambitious.
The thought of being able to become your wife is something that brings me a lot of happiness and joy, and I just love you so much, and you've brought such great happiness into my life, and to be able to know that that you love and support me is undescribable. I just don't have words to describe how much I love you and appreciate you, and how grateful I am that you found me and that you made that first call and asked me out on a date.